When it comes to fame, money, and power, nobody plays the game quite like Jay-Z. But what if we told you that the man behind the music, the mogul beside Queen Bey, is now flipping on his own circle to save himself from total collapse? Yup, you heard that right. Jay-Z just turned his back on Diddy, and the reason why? Baby, it'll leave your jaw on the floor. Welcome to the darkest side of the music industry, the side where red carpets lead to hidden chambers, where secrets fester in silence until they explode into lawsuits, ruined reputations, and maybe even prison time. Because what's unraveling right now could change everything we thought we knew about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the dangerous game they've been playing with Diddy all along. Let's dive in. It started as a whisper, a disturbing lawsuit barely making headlines. But now, it's everywhere. A woman known only as Jane Doe dropped a bombshell. Jay-Z and Diddy abused her at a party when she was just 13. The industry froze. Two of the most powerful men accused of something that dark. And instead of handling it with care, Jay-Z's legal team tried to expose her, pushing to reveal her identity. But Judge Anessa Torres shut them down, calling their scare tactics inappropriate and dangerous. You'd think they'd stop, but nope. Jay-Z's team is still claiming blackmail, still trying to get the case thrown out. And Jane Doe, she's still anonymous, still protected, still fighting, but baby, this was just the start, because then Jaguar Wright, industry insider turned whistleblower, unleashed. In an interview with Piers Morgan, she went after the Carters hard. She accused Jay-Z and Beyonce of taking part in ritualistic abuse at Diddy's infamous parties. She didn't just talk, she claimed she had proof. "I've seen what they do," she said. Drugging, rituals, girls in suitcases, dumped in alleys. Critics say she's chasing clout, but if even half of this is true, the music industry is sitting on a ticking time bomb. And now, let's talk about the footage. Because this might be the smoking gun. After a massive raid on Diddy's properties, federal agents reportedly uncovered something that could bring down empires. We're talking about a secret stash of tapes, videos, said to contain some of Hollywood's biggest names caught in compromising, disturbing acts. One of those tapes allegedly features Jay-Z and Beyonce at one of Diddy's parties, but here's the kicker. They weren't just there sipping champagne and making small talk. Insiders claim the Carters were active participants in what can only be described as dark, ritualistic behavior. And now people are asking, did Diddy leak it himself? Because according to several insiders, Diddy felt betrayed, especially by Jay-Z. And leaking these tapes might be his twisted version of revenge. After all, Diddy's looking at life behind bars. He's being hit with RICO charges, trafficking allegations, and lawsuits that span decades. And some say if he's going down, he's taking everyone with him. But whether the tapes are real or not, doesn't even matter anymore. The internet has run wild. Rumors are exploding, reputations are collapsing, and social media is eating it all up. Now, let's circle back to something that's been simmering for years, the mysterious death of Kathy White. She was a fitness expert and former publicist, rumored to have had a fling with Jay-Z during his early rise. She reportedly got pregnant. And just when she was about to go public with her story, she was found dead at just 28 years old. The official story? Still foggy, but the conspiracy theories? Oh, they've never stopped. Some believe Jay-Z, or someone in his circle, was involved. And Jaguar Wright has hinted Beyonce's fiery temper might have played a role. And it gets darker, because this isn't the only time Jay-Z's name has been tied to a younger woman in a shady context. Remember Foxy Brown? She was just 15 when they were reportedly involved. Jay-Z was 27. The age gap alone is enough to raise eyebrows. But throw in the power imbalance and the industry pressure, and baby, it's no wonder people are connecting dots. Things got even more explosive when Jane Doe claimed that two investigators working for Jay-Z's legal team showed up at her house. They allegedly tried to pressure her into signing a statement that her lawsuit was false, that she was being paid by her lawyer to lie. She refused. She told them to leave. "I felt intimidated and terrified," she later wrote, "especially since I'm supposed to be anonymous." Now people are asking, how far will Jay-Z go to protect his legacy? And while Jay-Z is scrambling to keep it together, Beyonce, she's gone silent. And that silence says more than any statement ever could. Normally, Bey is front and center when it comes to defending her family. But lately, nothing. No Instagram posts, no PR statements, no fierce defense of her husband. Instead, rumors are swirling that Beyonce's been quietly moving money, transferring funds to private accounts since as early as June 2023. Some insiders say she's been planning her exit for months. And now, everyone's watching. Will she stand by her man or walk away to protect her empire? Let's not forget, Beyoncé has built her image on discipline, control, and perfection. She doesn't make random moves. If she's staying quiet now, it's not because she doesn't know what's going on. It's because she's strategizing. Some insiders believe she's carefully weighing whether to cut ties with Jay-Z before everything he's tied to explodes publicly. And people are watching her every move. Because Beyoncé's not just a superstar, she's a brand. And if she walks away, it won't be some tearful exit. It'll be clean, calculated, corporate. But for now, she's sitting back, watching her husband's empire teeter, watching the man she built $1 billion legacy with slowly sink into scandal after scandal. And trust, when Beyoncé makes her move, it'll be loud without her even saying a word. And let's talk about what this entire situation is doing to the Carter empire. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have always portrayed themselves as untouchable, the perfect couple, the flawless family, the power duo at the top of the food chain. But now, that image is cracking. And it's not just the lawsuits, it's the stories, the whispers, the eerie connections that keep resurfacing. Take Aaliyah's tragic death, for example. She was at the height of her career in 2001, beautiful, talented, and poised to dominate the R&B world. And while the official story is a plane crash, some fans have always believed something darker was at play. Why? Because Aaliyah's star was rising fast. And some say Jay-Z saw her as a threat to the empire he was building with Beyoncé. The timing, the connections, the silence surrounding her death, it's all enough to make people wonder, could there have been more to her death than just a tragic accident? No one's proven anything, but in the world of Hollywood power moves, it's not about what you can prove, it's about what you can hide. And while we're talking power plays, let's not forget Beyoncé's own career path is full of drama that most fans either don't know or choose to ignore. Starting with Destiny's Child. Remember Latavia Roberson and LaToya Luckett? The two original members kicked out just as the group was blowing up. They've spoken out about how they felt betrayed, silenced, and pushed aside, all to make room for Beyoncé's spotlight. And it didn't stop there. There are constant whispers about how Beyoncé has allegedly suppressed or stifled rising stars in her orbit. Just look at Chloe Bailey, signed to Beyoncé's label Parkwood Entertainment and hailed as the next big thing. But where is her career now, exactly? Fans are beginning to suspect that Beyoncé doesn't just nurture talent, she controls it, manages it, and if that talent starts shining a little too bright, she dims it. Was Chloe signed to be empowered or controlled? And then there's one of the wildest claims ever made against Beyoncé, Twitchcraft. In 2018, her former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, accused her of using dark magic to spy, sabotage, and manipulate. Back then, everyone laughed it off, but now, with disturbing stories of Beyoncé's obsession with control resurfacing, people are taking a second look. Even her former dance captain, Ashley Everett, has been acting shady online. Subtle likes, cryptic posts, sparking rumors she might be silently backing the claims. Because in Hollywood, silence is a statement. Now zoom out. Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Diddy, Russell Simmons, a generation of moguls, all being hit with accusations of abuse, coercion, trafficking, and control. This isn't just scandal, it's a culture of silence finally cracking. And the scariest part? They knew. They stood on red carpets, threw parties, smiled for cameras, knowing what was happening behind the scenes. Now Diddy's falling, Jay-Z's allegedly flipping, and Beyoncé's silence, it's turning suspicious. Because if she knew and stayed quiet, her empire's at risk too. The internet's in full investigation mode. Fans are digging up lyrics, interviews, body language, tweets, everything. This isn't just one downfall, it's a reckoning. As wild as it all sounds, secret tapes, shady deaths, witchcraft rumors, none of it is new. The difference now, the curtain's finally lifting. Survivors are speaking. Whistleblowers won't stay silent, even fans are starting to turn. Because power only protects you for so long, and the truth, it always finds a way out. So what's next? Will Jay-Z fall? Will Diddy drag everyone with him? Will Beyoncé cut ties to save her crown? Nobody knows for sure, but one thing's clear, the Carter empire is shaking, and the world is watching. Popcorn ready, because this is just the beginning.